Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome to Major Minor Redux. I don't know what the fuck that means. Basically, I put up a poll on Twitter and asked a lot of fucking people, wait, what do you want me to play? I gave you 4 options. I gave you Major Minor, Blackgate, Undertale, and Hyperdimension Neptunia. And a couple days ago, when I recorded what should be yesterday's episode of Blackgate, Blackgate was in first place. This game was second place, and Undertale was third place. No one voted for Hyperdimension Neptunia. And then Klace, the person behind this game, fucking shared the poll. He retweeted it, and 170 fucking votes came out of nowhere, and this game shot to the top of the pile. So that might be slightly biased voting, but resounding yes for this game. So I'm not gonna ignore it, I'm gonna fucking play it. So let's do this. Please enjoy and choose wisely. That's nice. That's a friendly way to start the game. Where am I? Is this outer space? No, it absolutely can't be. I'd never survive in the void. I scan my surroundings. What I see should be an impossibility. A luminescent nebula gazes back at me. It twinkles, dancing across the sky. What the fuck am I on? Am I starting this game off as LSD? Yeah, LSD. This acid trips. It's beautiful, but I'm not here to stargaze. As I take in this scenario, I notice some key things. My feet are not on solid ground. I appear suspended, and for some reason, I'm able to hear and breathe. Those are the 2 things you can't do in space. I count this as a blessing, and focus on breathing. There were exercises I could use to calm myself down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many fucking... Okay, here we go. Before I can count any higher, though, I'm interrupted. At that moment, I realize I'm not here by myself. I feel a hand rest upon my shoulder, and I shiver! I shiver in my boots! I expect to feel fear, but a rush of calm overtakes me. Holy shit, what are you? Hello, and welcome to the Ark. This is a very special place, you see. Only a select few are allowed to be here. This is home to those touched by fate, and by you very sparkly-looking fella, imbued with a power most would call fiction. Others have come, but now it is your turn. Oh shit, that's important sounding. First and foremost, I require a name. Something to enter into the annals of time. Jesus Christ! Way to start this game off with some gravitas, you know what I'm saying? We must ensure that you aren't forgotten. Also, I should have mentioned this. I think, yeah, Klace did he shared the Twitter poll, but he also sent me a Steam code for the complete edition of this game, which is basically just the game finished. So, fucking thanks! The last one we did for Blackgate was Martin Van Buren. After him was John Tyler. But we've also done a John, so we'll go with Tyler. Tyler, is a nice ring to it. I'm sure you'll be remembered. My name, you ask? I'm afraid that's not important. No one will remember me after this. Oh, what the fuck? Your presence here portends a grand fate. Not just for you, but the universe too. That is the purpose of those who come here. I'm gonna move my mouse way the hell up here so it doesn't get in the way. To that end, what else do they call you? Your surname is just as important. And out of curiosity, I must know. I used John Tyler. Oh, it wasn't Tyler, wasn't it? Oh, shit. I forgot. The first Whig president was William Henry Harrison. And he died, giving his vice president, John Tyler, the presidency. So I jumped ahead of myself, so it's William Henry Harrison. So William, motherfucker. William, that has a nice ring to it, too. I'm glad you like it. Last name is Harrison. Harrison! William Henry Harrison. He was president for a month. Died of fucking William Harrison. Very well. The pleasure is mine. In giving me your name, the deed is done. Your service to me and the Ark is pledged. But do not worry, you're not a slave. Your service rewards you with a power. Something that most would kill to achieve. Well, if only you could explain more, like, what the fuck happened to my... I wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, and now I'm out in fucking space? What? Others must bend to the rules of the world, but for you, the opposite rings true. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. When you make a choice, reality will bend. Your every whim will fall to your lap. The universe now accommodates you. This is the power granted to you by the Ark. This is the power granted to you by me. But who the fuck are you? Oh, it appears that you're fading away. Do you long to return to Earth? I understand. There is fear in the unknown. I will find you again soon, and perhaps then we can talk a little more. Don't be scared, William. I mean no harm. So that was the weird dream. I gotta lay off the fucking acid before work. I feel a rush of speed as I am shot back into my body. It was almost as if my spirit momentarily left me. Who was that man? And just what was the Ark? I scratched my head in a state of sheer confusion. It definitely wasn't a dream, I know that for sure. When you wake up from a dream, you know it wasn't real. You laugh it off, continue with your life. That's not the sensation I was feeling right now. I try to ground myself in reality. I take in my surroundings, the noises, the people. I focus on my destination, Tokyo, Japan, because of course it fucking is. I feel myself calm down, slowly but surely. My anxiety starts to replace itself with excitement, though many would argue what the difference is. There's a huge fucking difference between excitement and anxiety. You shitting me? I have anxiety. Clinically diagnosed. I'm not just a WebMD motherfucker. There's a huge difference! Who didn't dream of going to Tokyo in their lifetime? It had to be on a bucket list of millions of people, including me. And it was the first of many places I'd visit, on what would surely be the best year of my life. Oh, that's a setup! There you go. I sit there holding the armrest with a fierce grip. It wouldn't be long until I figured out how wrong I was. Oh, Chapter 1, The Calm Before the Storm. Hello! You two appear nonplussed. I try my best to maintain my composure. Is there a way to save at any moment? No. Nope, there's just a can of Pop Star. The energy drink, I imagine that's Rockstar. I can't save at any point, so I'm gonna... this one's gonna be a little harder to do a series on. I wasn't one to drink energy drinks so leisurely, but I picked up on what you might call an addiction. For a little bit more of context, I'll say this. Popstar was the leading brand of energy drink. In fact, it was almost as popular as soda. It had full endorsement from a famous pop idol. A contest was held to coincide with this idol's new tour. 2 special cans were then thrown into the wild. Those that found them got to travel with the tour, almost like a golden ticket from old childhood stories. A Willy Wonka reference. I appreciate that. The contest made the drink skyrocket in popularity. It took the world by storm, a cultural phenomenon. The chance to live a life of luxury was hard to pass up. In case you didn't know, the name of the idol was Klace. Ha ha ha! You see, I see you. I am the holder of the Furry King crown. You can't fucking deny me. I know the truth. Well, that was unpleasant, moving the fuck on from that. So when I say I picked up something of an addiction, that might actually be the understatement of the year. The odds of winning were literally in the billions, so it took a fair amount of chugging in order to win. I asked myself if it was worth it, but that's subjective. At least that's what I told myself in between jitters. Being one of the lucky 2 came with its consequences. That's what the media called the prospective winners. Before I can continue thinking, I'm interrupted. Someone walking down the aisle has a nasty fall. Nasty! They brace their descent and land on the seat beside me. That takes a special kind of skill, doesn't it? He quickly rises to his feet wearing a look of panic. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck happened to the world? Hello? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I nod my head, and it's not the end of the world. Aside from a minor frighten, everything should be fine. Although maybe we could talk to pass the time. It was starting to get boring sitting by myself. First time on a train. Don't know what came over me. I just got dizzy and then BAM! Sounds like someone has a case of vertigo, which is the achievement I just got for playing the game normally. I apologize again. Sorry for intruding, I really am. I try explaining to him that everything's fine, but he seems to think he's committed an awful crime. Oh, shit! Your choices will affect the way you are treated. Before you can respond, however, an alarm sounds. They also continue the flow of the story. Alarm. The train comes to a screeching halt. Remember, it is not possible to please everyone. Thank you, fucking the bottom scroll on the news. I can't read that and listen to the main thing at the same time. Train comes to a screeching halt. Mechanical failure? That's not good. Oh no, what was that? Are we gonna die? I can't help but snicker at that. He's clearly one of those catastrophic thinkers. Good thing I brought a conch. The magic conch shell. A lot of references. A lot of references. Now I can be in power if we're stranded. He goes to rummage through his bag. A bit of a bookworm too, isn't he? I decided to just sit back and wait it out. In situations like this, there was nothing else to do. I try and think of how I could pass the time. It might be a while until we're mobile again. I can't use my phone for anything other than text. The data charges while abroad were a death sentence. Oh no! But everyone back home would already be asleep. There was quite the time difference at play here. My phone vibrates, and I go to look at it, almost as if it knew what I was thinking about it. Someone from Rook asking, "Are you almost there? I can't wait all day, you know." It's Rook, the man I'm meeting at the train station. He's wondering where I am, and I'm not sure what to say. Should I play it cool, or let him know we stalled? Well, I mean, if he's waiting for you, be honest with him. Don't be a douche. If you lie, then you don't know. I chose to be honest. Rook didn't like your response. I'm sorry. I can't fix the fucking train. My bad. I choose to be honest with him. Wouldn't want things to get off to a bad start, but somehow I feel like that's exactly what happened. God, uncertainty, my least favorite thing to hear. Very well. Well, just explain it. The train fucking broke. I don't know what to do. His reply signals a feeling of discontent, but there was nothing. You can explain it. Explain. And of course, I was truthful. I could rest easy. I noticed that the squirrel was also eagerly texting away. Just fucking explain yourself. I can't. The plane crashed. What am I supposed to do? I'm not fucking Superman. I put my phone back in my pocket and recline on my seat. I guess you're just not gonna fucking explain your situation. You know, fuck context. I wasn't exactly sure how Rook was related to Klace, but he had to be pretty high up there. I was only given concrete details last week. I thought there'd be limos and media coverage, but I was quickly told that this wasn't the case. Oh, so I guess I was one of the two winners. I was wondering about that, but he didn't say it for certain, so I didn't want to assume. I was getting picked up by a regular guy named Rook. I wonder if he would go full-on cliché with a large piece of cardboard that says William. Oh man, I really hope he'll be okay. My train rides are usually incident-free. Usually? But he has said that this is his first time? It is a little confusing. He seems to contradict himself without realizing it. Well, as fun as awkward silences are, we should probably get to know each other, just in case we're stuck here forever. Oh, how fun would that be? You can call me Kila! I'm here to see some friends. What about you? What brings you to Tokyo? It's nice to meet another English speaker. I only speak Japanese at a preschool level. I'm about to answer, but I stopped myself short. I have flashbacks to when I signed that NDA. Non-disclosure agreement. You can't be saying everything. I wasn't allowed to publicly reveal why I was here. At least not until the media made it official. But then again, what harm could it do? It'd likely never find itself back to me. Plus, Kila could be impressed with who I really am. A friend would be a great thing to have while abroad. I have a feeling that some choices don't have immediate consequences. Should I tell him or keep it a secret for now? Non-disclosure agreements, if you break that shit, you don't know this person. You could be like a media mogul. You could just send out a tweet like, "Oh, I'm here with the person that won the shit," and then it's like you fucked, and then you get sent home, and you didn't actually have any fun. So I can't say why I'm here. I would just make up a lie. I mean, he came up with a lie. He's probably the other person, and to be honest with you, I can't say why I'm here. I would have said something different, like, "Oh, I'm just here on vacation." Something stupid like that, I don't know. I can't say why I'm here. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. That's a little bit of suspicion. I decided to stick to my morals and not break the NDA. It was probably for the best. Who wants a lawsuit? If I did let out my secret and the word got back to Rook, well, I'm sure there'd be hell to pay. Oh, you can't say. That's cool, I guess. I'm just here to visit my brother. Nothing to hide on my end, really. I thought he said he was here to meet friends. This is what I'm thinking, like, this guy is being overprotective because he's got something to hide. Now he's here to meet his brother? That seems odd. Nothing to hide, huh? I feel bad that I can't tell him. He clearly realizes that I'm hiding something. I mean, you said that you can't say it, so yeah, you're obviously hiding something. I'm still really excited. It's my first time in Tokyo. Got hit up all the maid cafes. Maid cafes, of course. Typical tourist. What about you? Would you ever go to a maid cafe? I've heard they're just the best. Maid cafes? Those are like the restaurants in Western culture. However, your waitress actually stays at your table. You converse with them, play games, get to know them. It was definitely a foreign concept to me. How do I respond to Kila? This choice will affect the flow of the story. Apparently every choice does. I don't think you need to keep telling me that shit. I mean, it's different, but sure. Why not? Kila liked your answer. Cool. Cool, we'll have to keep in touch. I have looked online at all the tourist sites. There are some great ones in Akihabara. Before I can continue talking, the train moves again, and the passengers are shaken up by the sudden movement. Kila beams a wide smile, and as if it was a major victory. Wow, I was scared for nothing. That didn't really last long at all. He sure seems like quite the character. If we did end up going to this maid cafes, well, there'd be no shortage of entertainment. I wonder if the same could be said of Rook. More importantly, I wondered how he'd treat me. He certainly seems like an interesting guy. For the moment, I'm glad I didn't break my NDA. I don't think I would have been able to face him if I did. I find it odd that I'm analyzing my previous actions, and as if I could have changed what I said and what I did. Perhaps it was because of the weird vision I had. I can control my own destiny or something like that. What a ridiculous thing to comprehend. If I could control my destiny, I wouldn't be here. I'd probably be off somewhere living a life of luxury. But there's no use in thinking like that, so I stop. Oh shit! What the fuck? That exact moment of pain attacks my chest. More pain than I've ever felt before. It pulses with my increasingly fast heartbeat. Oh shit, are you having a fucking heart attack? No, you clutch your gut instinctively only to find out that I can't move. Everyone around me seemed to have frozen in place. What the fuck? I start to panic. I go to focus on my breathing like before, but I can't breathe either. Oh shit, what the fuck? I sense someone behind me, and then I feel it. The hand on my shoulder again. Oh god damn it. The pain fades away and I gasp loudly for air. Is there something about his touch? Terribly sorry for earlier. Our meeting seems to have been cut short. Perhaps you desire to return to Earth. After all, the universe bends to you now. Am I that frightening? Either way, I sense conflict within you. You think what happened earlier was a dream. Yet now your dream stands before you. I am real. The Ark is real. And the power that you have? Well, yes, it's real too. I am not here to lecture you anymore. Your words and actions are your own, as is the power that I have given you. However, you will be asked to help me. You are not receiving this power for free, but I will let you run free for today. Thanks! Just interrupt my life, fucking just tell me what to do, goddammit. When I see you again tonight, I will tell you everything, and then your journey will begin. I was immediately shot back into my own reality, or at least the reality I was comfortable with. What the hell? But now I know one thing's for sure. That really happened. The Ark wasn't a dream. He actually gave me some sort of power. I have no idea what to think right now. The confusion inside me intensifies. It's like millions of voices are fighting in my head, trying to make sense of everything that happened. I know that feeling, but that's because I'm schizophrenic. Hey, are you coming? Kila stands before me, his luggage in tow. I notice that I'm also standing up. It appears that my body has moved on its own, almost like something momentarily took over. Did I say something wrong? Gosh, I need to watch my mouth. Yeah, your mouth with the fucking tongue sticking out of it permanently. You gotta get dry tongue. I tell him he did nothing wrong. I let him know that I was lost in my own train of thought. He seemed to giggle as if that was a pun. Train of thought. Fuck you. I decided to take the credit for it. Perhaps in an attempt to ease my inner turmoil. Very grandiose ways of speaking in this game. At least he waited for me, or I'll be clueless right now. That's the last thing I'd want to be. Alone and confused in Tokyo. Bad combination! I apologize for the delay as we exit the train. Fright looms over me for the rest of the day. Whatever happened at night would change everything. And we fade away. And earlier that day, in the courtrooms of Terra, a planet far from Earth. Terra is the name of Earth, and okay. Yet closer than was known to any. Looks like a normal courtroom. What the fuck is this? Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, I present to you Lord Player, your current leader in the race for mayor, and with that, your future king. I've been his humble servant for years, and through that I am certain of one thing. He will bring Terra to an age of prosperity. Oh, goodness. Come now, Riley, you embarrass me. I'd rather speak for myself. I'm flattered, but they need to hear me. Oh my god. I shall speak of this prosperity on my own. This is something that every Terran must hear. Under our current king, we are doomed. Forgive me, Lord Player. I do not mean to embarrass you, not in front of all these people. I mean you no quarrel, Riley. Have a seat. I'll call you as needed. Yes, my lord. Allow me to ask you all a question. You do not need to answer vocally. Just ponder it as food for thought. If I may paint you an image in your minds, you have a starving family. Your only desire is to feed them. You work harder than you ever have before, but you only have enough food to feed half. The rest of your family will simply starve. Though before you can eat, there's a knock. A violent rapping on the door of your home. You learn that it's someone new to Terra. They fled the destruction of their home, and all they want is a new life on our soil. They beg for your food, almost dying, but if you feed them, your family suffers. In this case, charity is a curse. They live, and your family may die. So what do? Would you help the stranger, even if it goes on to hurt your family? I believe I know what your answer is. Why would I let my family die? Why would I give a stranger my food? I do not blame you if this is your answer. You worked so hard for the sustenance. Why are you expected to just give it away? Why is Terra expected to give it away? This is the portrait painted of our world, a place to be taken advantage of, used. We can barely sustain ourselves, yet we need to care for these immigrants. Your current king is making fatal mistakes. He gives everything away, freely, and he calls himself the immortal king. If he truly lived for several millennia, well, you'd think he'd have common sense. Something Terra has been lacking as of late. Every immigrant we accept, they're another stroke on our canvas. One that paints us as lax and lazy. The more we accept into our world, the more we condemn ourselves to accept. This is the power of that word of mouth. At this rate, we will all die. Regardless of our origin, we will starve. I wanted a strict immigration law, but even this would not help us. You don't allow a disease to run rampant. We need to cure this blight permanently. A vote for Player will give us severance, a disconnect from all other worlds. No longer will they be able to use us. If elected, I will devote my life to this. I will ensure Terra's independence and our base right to living fulfilling lives. Only then will we be free from immigration. Only then will our resources be our own. That is all. Will there be any questions? I have a question for you, Lord Player. If you're accepting, of course.
Please speak, my child.
My name is Kalen. Please refrain from calling me child. I'm not one of your blind followers.
Oh shit. Dots.
The real problem lies with your greed. You're noble, so you have much food. Why do you hoard when, say, we've run short?
What?
If people like you learned to share, well, we'd all be living happy lives. You're a single man, yet I've seen some inside reports. You hoard enough food to feed dozens.
Inside reports?
Wouldn't it be more fitting to share? The supply is there, Lord Player.
The supply is there, Lord Player. Hey, the supply is there, Lord Player. Hey!
Your campaign is based on a lie. And why do you have so much food? You don't look that round to me.
Are you calling out fat people? You calling out fat people?
Is this why Lord Velasquez wants a tithe? Not on everybody, just the rich. So I don't think you care about our food, or any resources for that matter. You only care about removing foreigners. So my question is, what is the true reason you seek severance?
What gives you the right to say this? You're speaking to your future king.
Future king, don't make me laugh. You're avoiding the question.
Where is your proof? Accusations require evidence, Kalen. Something I'm sure you don't have. I laugh at the notion that I am hoarding, especially enough to feed dozens of people. I know the importance of giving. I would never keep that while others starve.
Really? You fooled me. That story you just told everyone? It was about not sharing and giving. I asked why you seek severance, and you go and get this defensive? Your hatred speaks volume, Lord Player. There's no need to discriminate here. Everyone deserves food and shelter, not just those native to Terra.
Dots? I seek severance to be independent. I only want to share amongst our own. I don't want a reputation of charity. I want Terra to thrive on its own. And if we keep giving things away, we only give off a bad image of ourselves.
Well, even if you did achieve severance, we'd still be full of immigrants. Not only that, but their descendants too. How does this make you feel? Simple. We establish a new Terra.
Once we are severed, we will all be natives. We'd unite in one self-sustaining world.
Funny you should bring that up now. Rebranding our entire world? You'd think that'd be part of your campaign. Typical politician making things up. Turning all negatives into positives. I'll give you credit, but I'm not fooled.
I ask again for proof, child.
Fine. Your servant, Kabu, has all of it. He provided a particular shipping manifest. It should be all that we need to prove this.
What?
And the evidence substantiates its claims. Claims of hearing immigrant hate speech. A nightly pastime of yours, it seems. I'll let him handle it from here.
Oh shit!
I can confirm all that Kalen said.
Kabu, you traitor! What have I done to deserve this?
At first I thought Player was my friend. I know that I'm not from Terra, but he made me feel wanted like a son. But he started to hate immigrants so much, I realized that I was only being used. He just wanted a cheap servant. And now recently he's been hoarding food, creating nothing but an artificial shortage. One that he can conveniently blame on immigrants. And one that he can use as a cover. He conveniently hides his hatred while supporting his campaign for mayor. The problem isn't those coming to Terra, it's the greed of those that live on it. Our immortal king speaks the truth. A tithe on the upper class. Yes, then everyone would be fed. Vote for Velasquez's continued reign.
You know you speak lies. Why are you doing this, Kabu?
Dots? Please look at the shipping manifest. I will place it here for all to see. that you may know Claire's true nature. Remember, he owns lots of land on Terra. This is but one of many instances. I'm positive he hoards at his other homes.
Forged! This evidence is forged! Do not trust such infantile accusations. It was likely created by Velasquez. Riley, have a word with the people. Ensure they realize Cabu's deceit. And gods, please detain those two men.
Make Terra great again. We noticed that there aren't many people standing around. The initial rush must have already subsided. At least Keela waited for me. How long was I out? Well, I guess this is it, huh? I kind of pictured a grander entrance, but there's really nobody here. Oh well, I should have expected less. That way you won't get disappointed. It's better than getting your hopes up. That's sure an odd way of looking at things. Of course, nothing about Keela was normal. Hey, pull out your phone. We should exchange numbers just in case. I'll be in touch about the maid cafes. I read up on some really cool ones. He pulls out his phone and awaits my information. I pull the phone out of my pocket and do the same. After a few moments pass, we exchange our digits. You got Keela's contact information! Hooray! Thanks! It was nice to meet you. I'm always glad to make a new friend. He starts to scurry away. I hope he's a texter. I hate getting phone calls. It just seems so weird. Our generation is definitely hooked on text messages. I wonder where I'm supposed to go. Rook never gave me detailed information. I expected he was going to be right here when I got off. But I don't see anyone at all, actually. I quickly turn a corner and bump into a helpless woman. Hey, watch where you're going, will you? I step back and immediately apologize. I tell her I was just looking for my friend, Rook. I explain the fact that I'm a foreigner and... Foreigner? Oh, so am I. But I'm no concierge. You should probably tell your friend to meet you at the atrium. She points towards a large open area. I guess that's a good enough landmark. Well, thanks, random-ass person. I thank her and start to follow her direction. But before I can get too far, a hand grips my shoulder. Oh no, it could be that man again. Please give me some peace and quiet today. Hey. Are you so lonely that you're taking up talking to yourself? That's weird. I'm extremely relieved. Rook takes pawn. For a moment I thought it might have been that man again, but no, this must be Rook. What does it mean, talking to myself? Whatever, I'm just glad you're here. The PA speakers mentioned possible delays. That's not something I can tolerate. We're on a strict schedule. S-T-R-I-C-T apostrophe. Not apostrophe. Exclamation point. Shit! He starts typing away on his tablet. Strict. Adjective. Acting in close conformity to requirements and principles. Ever heard of the word before? Wow, and I thought Keela was a character. Although I guess I would be a little upset if he was boring. No one likes a stick in the mud. So where's the other one? I was confused. I wasn't quite sure what he meant. I asked him for clarification. The other contest one, I mean. You were supposed to be together. Wait, what? Insufferable. I hate being lied to. Drop the act. Seriously, way easy. I tell him I have no idea what he's talking about. I didn't meet anyone on the train except for Keela. Wait, could that mean... No way! Out of the shadows, someone shuffles towards us. Hey, you two! Wait, you were watching us? That's exceedingly creepy. What a group. We have ourselves a stalker, and someone that talks to themselves, too. I really don't get what he means. I was clearly getting directions from that woman. I wasn't watching you. I was just shy. And hold on a second. You're the other contest winner? I knew it. I knew it. He really emphasizes the word "your." I'm unsure if I should take offense to this or not. Although now I'm glad I didn't break the NDA. Rook would have found out for sure. I guess I should have expected it. Both on the same train, both English speakers. It adds up. Well, either way, I have to say I'm really glad it's you. I feel like we got along on the train, even if it was only for a few minutes. We could go to a maid cafe for sure now. We'll be spending so much time together. Isn't that cool? I'm ecstatic! Would you like to save your game? Yes! I would like to save my game and end this current episode of, almost said extracurricular activities. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna have to get used to saying major, minor. Now, in the next episode, we'll continue and see what the fuck goes on in this game, because so far it's different. You know, it's really embracing the whole your actions change the world aspect, which I appreciate. I like that. Oh God, that was a bad one. That was a really bad one. I'll see you all in the next episode. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained up professional speaking for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well.